From the Oklahoman newsroom, this is a Thunder update. I'm Jenny Carlson here in studio with Maddie Lee, Thunder beat writer. Maddie, don't look now, but the Thunder's in fifth.
I know.
Fifth in the Western Conference. Won their 40th game on Sunday. It was a stunning victory in Boston, winning late, winning with a defensive stand and a steal. Everybody saw it, obviously. I don't need to recap that. But now in the fifth spot, jumping Houston. How'd the Thunder get here? Give us an idea of how we now stand with this team at the fifth spot in the West.
I know, it's kind of crazy looking back to the beginning of the season because we were talking about how it was almost impossible that the Thunder was going to be in the playoffs at all, and there's certainly no guarantee that they'll stay in that number 5 seed, but we've said this a million times, but have completely surpassed all expectations, and a lot of that, especially recently, has been on the road. TD Garden is a really hard place to win. They swept this 3-game road series. The first 2 were expected. This one wasn't. And I think they would have gone home perfectly happy having gone 2-1 on this 3-game road series. But instead, they go into a really tough place, go against a team that beat them by 1 and do the same thing to them on their home court. And really, that's been a pattern for the Thunder. They've been winning a lot of games on the road. This is their 12th road win in their last 13 road games.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And a good mark on the road since the first of the year, since that early start that the Thunder was not great in any form or fashion. But when you look at road success, they've got a couple home games this week, but then if you look at their next 5, 3 are on the road. But they've been so good on the road, and these are road games starting with Washington on Sunday. Not exactly the toughest road environments, but these guys have been good in tough environments and in games that maybe they're supposed to win, which there's been some years when that hasn't been the case for the Thunder.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You just have to go and look back to last year when they were certainly even when you look at the Brooklyn game last year, they won it, but they barely won it, and that was a case where they should have come in and just completely blown them out. So yeah, the Thunder's winning both those tough games, the expected games. They're 19-4 on the road since the beginning of December, and that really, a lot of it comes out to the Thunder just, I think Billy Donovan said something along the lines of, we're not a perfect team, but we're perfect in our effort. And that really sums it up, where they're getting in these close games on the road and just gutting them out. And you have guys like we saw last night, Chris Paul and Dennis Schroeder, both playing on defense and offense in really clutch situations. And yeah, they have a lot of road games to finish out that season, but you almost wonder if that might be a good thing for this team.
Well, before they go on the road, they host Utah on Wednesday night as their next game up. And Utah right now sits in the 4 spot. So this potentially, if the seedings hold, the whole if the season ended today thing, this would be a first-round matchup. What are you expecting to see on Wednesday night in this matchup between Utah, Oklahoma City?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because that's how the Thunder started this season, was against Utah, and they played them surprisingly close in that game. Granted, Utah was not shooting the ball well at all, and they've kind of righted that ship, but it should be a tough matchup, and the Thunder, there have been some games over the past week or so where they've maybe played down to their competition, haven't blown out teams that you thought that they should blow out. Also blew out the Knicks, so there's a give and take there. But for games when they really have to win and are playing a tough opponent, other than maybe the Milwaukee game, they've really gotten up for those. And so I think, a potential preview for the playoffs, which, again, crazy. We thought that even if they were going to get in, they were going to play one of the LA teams, and now that's not at all certain. So, yeah, could be a really cool preview.
Game and a half back of Utah to the 4 spot, only 2.5 games back of the 3 spot in Denver. Only 3.5 games back of the 2 spot. We're not going to get out on that limb just yet. We'll see how this next week goes. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. As it is, big game on Wednesday night as Utah comes to town. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at Oklahoman.com and every day in the Oklahoman.